on the founder and the idea जिसका कोई वैल्यू नहीं हो सकता है. It's the conviction of the founder as well as the conviction of the investor. He knows that this is the technology that is needed, whether it's cryptocurrency or whether it's Grameen healthcare, whatever it is in the spectrum. So initially it's art, later on it goes towards science. I've been very bad in bargaining, तो ये तो मुझे लगता है डेफिनेटली कुछ ज़्यादा दे दिया. ठीक है.
नो आई थिंक जो स्टार्टअप सक्सेसफुल हो गया उससे आप पूछोगे तो बोलेगा सस्ता दे दिया. जो फेल हो गया उससे पूछोगे भाई बहुत ही महंगे में गया था, है ना. तो इट इज ऑलवेज रिलेटेड, राइट. सो ये बेसिकली ये वैसा है, मतलब ऑन द हाइंडसाइट एवरीबडी इज रियली आइंस्टीन. तो वो जब सक्सेसफुल होने के बाद ही उसको लगता है कि मैंने बहुत सस्ते में दिया था, बट वो ये रियलाइज नहीं करता कि आज वो जहाँ पहुँचे हैं वो भी उसी मोमेंट के कारण ही पहुँचे हैं, राइट. वो मोमेंट ही नहीं होता उस टाइम तो वो हो ही नहीं पाता. सो इट इज नो वे यार. आई थिंक एवरी टाइम वो सही डिसीजन होता है, उस टाइम के लिए वो बेस्ट होता है, चाहे वो डाउन हो रहा हो चाहे वो बढ़िया राउंड हो रहा हो. एट दैट मोमेंट ऑफ टाइम दैट इज आई थिंक वो सब कुछ सच जज करके ही होता है. ओनली हाइंडसाइट में देन वी ब्लेम आवरसेल्फ और वी बिकम थोड़ा अच्छा लगता है, बट it is only in hindsight. At that time it is always right, being it from this investor side or being it from the founder side.
So we'll have to actually limit this. Just one last question.
My question is to Ajay ji. How does an investor get exit from a startup?
Exit के normally दो तीन strategy होंगे कि obviously today there's a buyer. So let's say I've invested at say 10 crores valuation at an early stage, idea stage, and obviously maybe 6 months, 1 year down the line, 10 का 25 होगा, 25 का 75 होगा, and so on. So maybe at a later stage, when a larger investor wants to take a bigger stake, so that time we will say कि मेरे को छोटे इन्वेस्टर्स को क्लियर कर दो, उनका जो भी 10 लाख 20 लाख 25 लाख जो भी अपने 10 20 25 इन्वेस्टर्स है उनका स्टेक मेरे को चाहिए. तो तभी एक चांस मिलता है एक, या ऑल्टरनेटिवली कभी लेट्स से द फाउंडर इज डाइल्यूटिंग ओनली से अपराउंड में से 5-7%, लेकिन द न्यू इन्वेस्टर से कि मेरे को आई डोंट वांट 5-7%, मेरे को 15% स्टेक चाहिए. तो वापस अर्लियर सेकेंडरी में भी इनको चांस मिलता है. बट as I earlier said, it's a waiting game. Mindset होना चाहिए 3 to 5 years time horizon. Only then you should enter in this asset class.
So sorry guys, please catch up with all of them later on. We do have to end this. But I will take advantage of being on the stage and ask one question. Sir, I come with, even though I've been in the startup world from last 2-3 years, but I come with a huge baggage of stock markets. एंड स्टॉक मार्केट्स में एक ही भाषा समझ में आती है. अभी काम की बात कीजिए, पैसा कहाँ डालना है अभी? Where is the most money making potential right now, which sectors, which startup areas basically?
If you see globally in India, like in India there are 108 unicorns. Almost 1/3, 30 to 35% contribution of fintech space. So these are like fintech space, agri-tech, e-com. These are the major companies which is having a good higher valuation and giving a good exits and good multiplier to the investors. Like to share one example, Bharat Pay was one of our portfolio company. So we had funded them, and within 2.5 years, the investor made a killer exit of 80x in 2.5 years. So this is the potential when you said why and how much should one invest in the startup. So अगर आपका 20-25 कंपनी में से एक कंपनी भी ऐसा, I mean this is a very extreme example to get 80x, but 2-3 कंपनी भी अगर 5x 7x निकल जाता है, so you are sorted out. And let me share one more example. It just reminds me one more example. अनुपम मित्तल का एक आर्टिकल था almost about 6 months back in Mint. It was a half-page interview, and he till 6 months back had invested in 220 companies, 200 on prior to coming on Shark Tank, and 20 companies from Shark Tank. He has been investing in the startup space for the last 15 years, and considering all the good, bad, worst, and all the companies, his average CAGR across 15 years is 40%. So this is what the startup has the potential to deliver. Obviously, with a caveat 5 to 10%, and once you're in a different league, then 10 to 20% पे भी आप जा सकते हो.
That's phenomenal. But you know, I'll just add something to this. Recently, I was at another event that was organized by the company that I'm working with, and we had the great privilege of having the Honorable Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman there as the chief guest. And in her speech, she said that in the larger interest of the country and the people and humanity. Like we've all in the startup world, we've gone to the fintech, we've gone to space and all these e-commerce, etc. and all these fancy, glamorous areas, to quote her words. But what we should be doing, or what we should do in addition to these, is also focus on climate tech startups, because if you see the environment right now, I mean, it rains coming from Bangalore, when it rains there, we've all seen what happens. Bombay as well, very poor infrastructure, can't handle the rains. And the plight of the farmers because of the vagaries of the monsoon. So the youth should actually focus on these areas as well, which are not so glamorous as of now, but it's a necessity of the time that we actually handle this, because the cost of these is going to be very huge for any country, for any city to handle. So these are just her words which I'm quoting. And to end this, just in 2 lines each, your final thoughts. So we start with you.
I think we are in an exciting time now. If you look at from a technology transformation perspective, a lot of things are happening. People are talking about metaverse, AI. AI will be driving most of the kind of tasks going forward, 5 years down the line or 10 years down the line. So I just say it's an interesting time. It's a time for startups to kind of actually deliver the impact that they can do it going forward, whether it is in climate change, sustainability, healthcare. All these areas are kind of an opportunity that is coming up. If you can identify one and kind of identify the pain point there and bring out the solution, there are investors to invest in the company, and at the end of the day, you can also make money.
या मैं 2 ही लाइन बोलूँगा इसके खाली. So I think winter है, जो अपना टॉपिक है, like winter में कैसे जाना है. तो the 2 lines which is driving us is, जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है, और कर्म कर, फल की इच्छा मत कर. एंड इन दोनों पे हम चलते जा रहे हैं. इन दोनों से we are very sure that we are gonna go bypass and create a large impact.
Please follow the Renal Project on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. You may also invest. All right. I think for all the young folks over here, a lot of these great ideas get buried by having this paralysis by analysis. If you have this conviction and you are not going to blow up your dad's money, then please take the leap. Okay, a lot of the ideas I've seen even with my fellow people, they get just buried. They don't take the leap. So please make a start. So I would encourage you with that. Thanks.
What you said regarding the climate tech to invest in this, it reminds me, Amazon has got its own climate fund where they invest in very sizable amount. It is invested in one of my portfolio companies, I just recall. And a couple of things before I wind up from my end. Always go slow on the startup, because there'll be a lot of exciting ideas coming in, day out. Like I made one of the biggest mistakes what I've made. In my very first company, I've invested the highest amount till date. So I got too carried away, got too excited. Arey, multiplier ho jayega, this, that. But so itna nahi hua. No doubt it's multiplied, but I got carried away. So that was the first company in which I invested, because you need to be patient, and there are a lot of ideas and companies will keep on coming. And just think about startup, think about yourself. think about the next generation and think of the economy. That's it. Thank you. And let me add that there was a recent article which maybe the startups will be contributing about 4 to 5% of the contribution to the economy, GDP. So that's why do invest in the startup.
Okay, so with that, we wrap up this panel discussion. Thank you so much. You've all been a wonderful audience. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to catch up with them if you can. And thank you so much for coming today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, panel of speakers and Shefali ma'am, for so rightly summarizing the topic. And as Mr. Ajay Jain said, that you should take baby steps when you are an investor, but when you are a startup, you got to be quick, you got to be exponentially growing. That's what a startup is all about. I'd like to call BCOC General Secretary, Mr. Anand Dama, and Amar Vanushali, Board of Director, to felicitate the speakers. A fun fact about the roses that you're seeing here. 4 years ago, when we hosted this event, there was this startup who could print the photo on the roses. The same roses we are presenting as memento to our speakers today. This startup has grown so big that now they are gifting and providing this decoration to Mr. Narendra Modi in the recent Ayodhya temple inauguration. Anand bhai felicitating Mr. Siddharth Gadia. Anand bhai is General Secretary of BCOC. I would like Amar Bhanushali, Board of Director of BCOC, to felicitate Shashank Modhia,